What's up, everybody? Buddha back here again, and I am in Madison, Wisconsin for Gamehole Con 4. This is my badge. You can see it there. I am level 1 because it's my first Gamehole Con, and evidently you gain levels for every con that you've been here. So if you were here from the beginning, you should be 4th level. It's a really sturdy thing. They have the same thing on both sides. We are here. Me and my buddy Kevin are here to kind of promote Dark Naga Games, which is his module imprint. There's been a couple Kickstarters that have successfully funded, and more to come. We'll link him down in the description below. But I kind of here to help him run his games and stuff like that. It's Thursday evening, about 10:30 or 11. I'm not exactly sure. To be honest, I've already tried a couple of takes at this and been screwing it up. But it's about 10:30, maybe 10:40 on Thursday night. We left my house this morning at 7-ish, between 6:30 and 7. We drove most of the day. It's a 10 to 11 hour trek from Memphis, Tennessee to Madison, Wisconsin. It wasn't a hard drive, and it didn't even seem like it was a really long drive, but it was definitely a drive. I'm kind of surprised I didn't pass out, to be honest, because I didn't get much sleep last night. But we are here. We have landed in Madison, Wisconsin, and since we are at a foreign convention, at least to me, well, Kevin's never been here either, but since we were at a foreign convention, miles away from home and such, I decided I was going to try to vlog this to some degree. So we've gotten our badges, and like I said, these are sturdy, like game or Dragon Con style badges, I guess. This is probably the sturdiest badge I've ever had, to be honest. But that's really cool. They gave us a lanyard. It says Gamehole Con on it. It's kind of cool. And I paid extra and got the land shark. Some of you may have already seen the picture of the land shark on my Facebook. He was $20, and I couldn't resist. And tomorrow, they're going to have the owl bear from that last year, and I'm going to spend another $20 and get one of those. And if I'm seriously tempted on getting like 2 of each, because I don't know. But the design for this boulet land shark is done by John Kovalik, and evidently it's part of a charity fundraiser, I think is what they said it was. But he's cool. His eyes are a little goofy, but it's a boulet, land shark. Motherfucker. Let's see that fucking sci-fi movie. Don't give me a Sharknado, give me a land shark. But yeah, we are in Madison, Wisconsin tomorrow morning. The convention opens really, really early. This con starts at 8 a.m. with games and stuff to do. There's a bunch of people here. Robert Schwab is here. Tim Kask is here. Jolly Blackburn is here. Andy and Kristen Looney are here. Frank Metzer is here. A bunch of old school D&D kids are here. Luke and Ernest Gygax are here. And I'm going to try to get all those guys to sign my program book. So, sorry about that. I'm sitting in the bathroom because it was fairly quiet. And it gave me a fairly decent backdrop to record against. That, and I don't want to wake Kevin because he's already crashed out. But yeah, today is day 0, and we kind of went around Madison a little bit. We went and found Pegasus Games. Interesting little shop. They kind of split in 2. They have 2 storefronts. So the store is on one side, and I'm not sure if there was a way around the back of the store side, to get into the gaming side. But they had two storefronts. One was one was the actual store, and the other was the play area. And it looked like some guys were playing I didn't go in the play area, but it looks like they were playing some kind of card games. There's like 6 or 7 guys in there, and then the store had like 3 or 4 customers and 2 attendees, or just the store manager and stuff. I may have to make a deal with them at some point this weekend, because they have, at least in the store, and I'm hoping they have them here at the convention and they give me a deal, but in the store they have the complete, or at least fairly complete, I think it's complete, 7th edition Call of Cthulhu stuff that has finally been released. So I may have to pick that up, but that's going to be like money. It's like $6, but yeah, so I might have to pick that up. My intention is also to pick up anything Rob has that's new for Shadows of the Demon Lord. Also, if he's got any portion of his My Little Pony adaptation for Shadows of the Demon Lord, that would be awesome. Rob, if you're listening, make the My Little Pony Shadows of the Demon Lord crossover. You know you want to. You mentioned it before. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to copy, or try to film a bunch of stuff and put it all together and put it on YouTube, and hopefully it'll be good. True Dungeon is here, and I'm to understand that is the game to play. Unfortunately, this con is a little different compared to other cons that I've been to, because most of my local cons in Memphis, games are free to play because they're all non-profit. Well, this is a for-profit convention. There's a lot of sponsors. That being said, True Dungeon is a $40 ticket for a 2-hour game. Most tickets for most games are like $4 or $2, depending on what it is. Most of the panels are free. But you still have to register for everything. There may be 100 seats in the panel that don't cost anything, but you have to register. I don't know if they're going to check names or badges or anything like that at the door, but that's the way they do it. Everything's online set up. Game tickets are anywhere between $2 and $3, or $2 and $4. I guess it kind of depends on the length of the game. It's like $1 an hour. I don't know if any of the GMs get a portion of that money. I do know there's a ticketing system because Kevin is GMing a couple of games, and they go into, like, I guess for the number of tickets he gets from his players, they go into a raffle that only GMs can win. I'll probably do a whole breakdown of that later in the video. But, like I said, we are here in the Sheraton, the Madison Sheraton, and I keep wanting to say casino because we saw a casino sign. We didn't see an actual casino, but we saw a sign advertising casino on the way into town. But when I think of Sheraton, I think of the casino down in Tunica, the Sheraton Casino. But I keep wanting to say the Sheraton Casino, and it's the Sheraton Hotel. There is no casino attached, which is probably good for me because I would probably, spend a lot of money in the casino and hope to win more money so they can spend it at the convention, but I'd probably end up just losing because it's been forever since I've been to a casino. But that's kind of it for the moment. I got my program book, and I want to see if I can get everybody who's a guest here to sign it. I think I said that already. It's a little late, and I'm doing this before I crash out, to be honest. I didn't get much sleep last night, which I think I already said. And yeah, so I just wanted to get a little vlog intro down for Thursday, day 0 of Gamehole Con. We will check back in with you later and let you know what's going on. Hopefully I may be able to get some video of True Dungeon. God, I hope so. I'm definitely interested in that. Rob has his 8 o'clock game tomorrow morning is full, but his 2 o'clock in the afternoon is open. So I may play with Rob then. I've played and or owned both of Kevin's games that he's running here, so I'm probably not going to sit in with Kevin's games. I may just hang out there. I did get a chance to poke around a little bit, and the dealer's room doesn't look quite as big as like Mid-South Cons would be, but there's a lot of table space available. We're at a convention center, the Alliance Energy Center, I think is what it's called. There's a lot of gameplay space there. I was poking around in the convention space earlier, and I noticed that the D&D Adventures League for 4th edition, there was Chessex Mega Mat, which is the great big tactical wet erase map. There was one on every table. And then I went to another room, and there was one on every table there that was designated for like role-playing games and stuff like that. Now board games, I found into a couple board game rooms or card game rooms, miniatures rooms, they didn't have them. But I walked into a room and there's like 40 mega mats sitting on tables with a pen, and I'm like, holy shit, that's kind of cool. The con actually provides those to the GMs. So the mega mats are owned by the convention, but the people get to use them. Which is that's kind of cool, but that's expensive. I wonder if they got them donated from Chessex or something. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go over. I know I mentioned the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. Things I'm looking for this weekend is Call of Cthulhu 7th edition, possibly Necronomicon cards, because I saw the Facebook for it and it looked kind of neat. I need a new set of Zaki dice, thanks to whatever the hell happened to my dice box, which I'm not going to go into here because we're on a positive note for this convention. And of course, I'm looking for anything strange and unusual, and like plushy owlbear or plushy boulet, land shark. But yeah, I'm looking for the odd and the strange and stuff like that, because this is a old school tabletop collectors convention type thing. So there's a charity auction Saturday night. There's several panels, not many panels, but a lot, because the focus is more on gaming. It's just gaming too. There's no real sci-fi, no comic books, no media guest really. There's a cosplayer in the book, but I'm not sure who the hell she is, so she may be local. There's bunches of people here from old school D&D. Like I said, Frank Metzer, Tim Kask, Ernie and Luke Gygax, the sons of Gary Gygax. But yeah, so we shall see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully I won't forget to vlog so much. I brought my little tripod, so as you can see, no hands, Ma. I brought my little tripod, and we're going to try to get some footage of stuff. We'll walk through the gamers, the dealer's room. We'll walk through the gaming areas. There's supposed to be MIBs here, MIBs for Steve Jackson game, Men in Black. So I'm going to touch some base with them, since I am to a MIB. Yeah, I'm just kind of rambling now. So stay tuned. We will be back after these messages. We'll be right back. All right, guys, this is Friday morning. As you can see from the background, there is an amazing fog. Came out the hotel this morning. I didn't even look at the window. Came out the hotel this morning and I automatically thought that there was something in the mist. You guys see that? I can't see across the parking lot. I am currently registered for a 10 a.m. game with Andy Looney, and I am registered for both versions of True Dungeon. So it was $80. I understand it's kind of like an escape room except dungeon, so that should be really interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that today at like 2:30, the first one, and then tomorrow
I'm gonna do it. This fog is just weird to me. I'm gonna do the deeper darkest dungeon or something like that. Deep dark dungeon. I don't know. I can't remember. It's a triple D word, like deeper darker dungeon. Tomorrow at like 3:30. But so far, unfortunately, I was not able to get into any Robert Schwab's games. All sold out. I might be able to pick up one at some point. At least maybe go watch. One of his games is featured. But I might be able to pick up a ticket like half hour before the game starts, and because somebody traded theirs in or whatever. So that's a possibility. Right now I'm just trying to get a bearing of the convention. I'm outside right now because it's like 8:30 right now. Oh my god. But yeah, so let's do this thing. I'll catch back in with you in a little while. $8 a.m. Friday morning Adventurers League games already started. This is the atrium. I guess it's open gaming. So there's that. The dealer's room's over there, but it's not open until 10. And then I'm not sure what that far room is over there. Let's go take a look. Refreshments. This is a big convention space, so that's good. There's an upstairs to it. This is a really big kind of production value, I would say. It has, signs and all that other type of stuff, like placards like this. Let's see, this is Games Library. So this is where you can pick up games and check them out and stuff, I guess. Yeah, look at that. Tons of games. This is most of the bottom floor, at least on one side. We'll check back in a little bit. This is the featured game area. There's a big table and about 20 or so chairs for people to watch. I'm hoping it doesn't get terribly loud in here so that we can hear them. This is a nice table though. We just passed the schedule, so we see we have a 10 a.m. game at the Sign of the Drowned Dragon with Ed Greenwood. Rob starts it off Saturday morning with the Shadows of Demon Lord. A couple other things there. Bill Cavaliers Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Dungeon Bastard. That's cool. I hope to meet him this weekend at some point. But yeah, looks fun. I'm probably going to spend a lot of time, at least tomorrow morning, watching Shadow of the Demon Lord. Hail the Demon Lord. So I've been wandering around for 10 minutes, and it's been a very interesting 10 minutes because I just ran into Robert Schwab and had a conversation with him. And I ran into Kristen Looney, who gave me a flower and a promotional pack of Flux cards for the 20th anniversary, I think is what she said. So that's been cool. It is still literally like 9 o'clock, not even really. And yeah. So this is kind of a fun con, early in the morning, but it's so far it's been really kind of cool. I ran into two people I know. Of course, Kristen Linney and Andy Linney I was able to get for Mid-South Con a couple of years ago when I was gaming head of gaming. And Rob, of course, I facilitated from last year. And even though I wasn't in charge of anything last year, but it's been an interesting 10 minutes. So we'll see what else we can figure out. Okay, we are upstairs again, checking out the game space for upstairs. Just kind of poking around still. That looks like Munchkin people. It's an interesting poster. I dig it, especially being MIB. This is kind of above the lobby. The atrium would be to the right. Of course, the front of the building is to the left. You have some miniature games here. No idea what they're playing. It seems to all be open game space, but they're labeled tables, so it means they're scheduled open game space to at least some degree. I'm sorry if I feel a little winded. I do feel winded. Probably gonna take a break here in a little while. Rusty Dragon role-playing games room. I saw Rob in one of these earlier. Him and Kevin met up. Pathfinder Society room. I probably actually won't get much role-playing done this weekend because of the few things I did see on the internet that I was really interested in on the website that I've already sold out. So unfortunately I probably won't get a lot done, but or as far as gaming wise, but it is what it is. This is kind of it. This is the more open gaming space. Kevin's game is going to be here at noon, one of these tables. But yeah, just kind of getting a feel for the place. This is pretty much all the convention space at this point. Downstairs and this little section I just showed you up here. But yeah, so far, like I said, it's been kind of fun, especially running into Kristen Looney and Robert Schwab a little while ago. That was cool. But yeah, go back downstairs and see if we can find Kevin. So I just finished playing games with Andy Looney. We demoed 3 games that were in production. First one was called Timebreaker. Basically, you follow a chrononaut criminal around the board, and you have to bring him back to base because you are a police officer of time. Another one I played was geared toward smaller children, but it was called All About That Frog. There was like a frog and a princess, and the point is to get a goal and achieve that goal. My goal was to have the pirate and 5 gold. It was called like the Pirate's Booty or something like that. Also a very interesting game. The other game we played was called either Yellow Mountain or Flagships. He's not certain about what exactly he's going to call it. But they both play the same way. It's a kind of a military strategy game. I didn't really feel that one so much. I really did enjoy the first 2 games. The frog game was really fun. Quick, simple, easy to learn. You roll dice and do what the dice say, basically. The time traveler game needs a little refining, but it's good too. Not bad to figure out. We also played a couple of games out of the Pyramid Arcade, which just came out yesterday. It's a box set of 22 games in varying different difficulties, and it was interesting. I'm not good at Ice Towers because it's a real-time game. It's not a turn-based game. But there's that. Other than that, that's what I'm done so far. I'm probably going to swing through the dealer's room here in a minute, so we'll get some footage of that as well. Beyond that, this is what we got. We'll check back in later. It's just lobby. It's about 1 o'clock on Friday. Seems to be the mascot. This is kind of all the fan tables. People who are not dealers, but they demo stuff. There's GM's register, or GM's lounge is over there, back behind the counter. Well, back there in the hallway, underneath the stairs, is the GM's lounge over there. Let's just walk over. This is the basic. This is the downstairs lobby, for the most part. It doesn't seem terribly busy right now. A bunch of people are playing games all over the place. I just walked around upstairs for a minute. Rob's been running a game for 2 hours plus and hasn't killed anybody. Same thing for Kevin, seemingly anyway. That place back there is a $6 burger. It is not worth it. Again, Adventures League. All the organized plays in here, or most of it anyway. About to go into the dealer room. You can see the hours there. I'm just going to mosey through and see what we can see.
Pretty much, yeah. How many players do you think are
Yeah, that one, I don't remember that they did that. We had about 6 books that were part of his These here are the little ones.
Yeah, so I found a case. I figured it was something special. Yeah, you should grab one.
We have that just
This is the dealer's room. Like I said, it's kind of small. They seem to have packed a good bit of stuff in here because there was a couple of things I went and saw. That I walked through here earlier that I didn't notice when I first came in. This guy here goes to Mid-South Con a lot, and ShadowCon and all the other local cons in Memphis. It's the same guy. A couple of artists or cosplayers or something.
We're gonna need to head that way here.
I'm going to come back and check this guy out.
No, it's not.
Have a little bit of an arcade here. This guy, I'm going to have to peel through his stuff. I'm just going to have to sit down and look at a bunch of the stuff because his signs also say scratch and dent, buy one get two free, all in that little area back there. So we're going to have to look through that a lot. This is basically it. We're about to go back through the opening, the entrance. This is Jolly's booth.
Oh, so you play full
That is woodworking coasters for RPGs related stuff. Another bookseller, his half price books. I'm gonna have to dig through him too, to be honest. Bricks and minifigs. DC or Goodman Games is here, so they have a copy of DCC. I may pick that up. I'm not sure who these guys are, but they're there. Magic cards, Otherworld or Off-World designs, and we're back to the sword guy. So that's a quick walkthrough of the dealer room, and we will do some other things later. What's up, everybody? We're back here again, and I am sitting in a corner charging my phone, waiting on True Dungeon. I signed up for a 248 game. Evidently I was the only one that showed up. They bumped me to another one about 10-15 minutes later, and again I was the only one that showed up. Paid $40 for this ticket, and I'm the only one that showed up. I told the guys I'd rather do it with a group, to get the full kind of experience. And so now I'm waiting. The guy's supposed to text me when he has a group kind of ready to go, and he's just going to weed me in. But at the moment, I'm just kind of sitting here in limbo. Does not give me. I mean, it's really not their fault, but it doesn't sit right with me, and I'm kind of annoyed. So yeah, that's where we're currently sitting at. I'm in a holding pattern to play True Dungeon, and I didn't have anything else planned tonight. There's a panel in about an hour or a half hour that Kevin's going to about the early days of D&D, Frank Metzer. So I'm probably going to jump into that and at least sit there for a while. But I'm going to sit here for a while and charge my phone. Other than that, friendly neighborhood Buddha Man signing off.